Over the years, Chiwombo district in Central Province has faced erratic water supply, which has been a source of concern to residents in the area. This has been due to insufficient electric power energy to power the pumps. It is from this concern that Lukanga Water and Storage Company, with funding from the Ministry of Local Government and Housing, has embarked on a project to sink a solar-powered borehole to improve water supply in the district. Company maintenance and project manager Elias Njebele now explains.
That energy is an issue now, so we need to start looking for other alternative sources of energy, and we thought that solar is one of the best alternative of energy. So as a company we decided to say, let's see how it can operate by using one of those as a pilot. So once we see how it operates, then we'll roll it out in other districts. So for now we're just using a test water. We know that energy now the cost is high, and
Mr. Njebele had this advice to the water consumers once the project is completed.
So for now I can just urge them to control the way they use water. As long as they don't maintain their networks at their homes, cross their taps, they will always get those challenges. So it's just for them to be water-wise, to use water appropriately. Cross the taps when they are not in use.
Residents have expressed their happiness for this development.
We are really happy. Water is life. Yes, and we used to suffer a lot. I'm telling you, sometimes we can go maybe 2 days, sometimes 3 days without water.
With these water projects being undertaken by Lukanga Water and Storage Company to improve service delivery, for sure, complaints of irregular water supply will be a thing of the past for the people of Chiwombo district. Reporting for Zanis News in Chiwombo Central Province, I'm Sally Mulambia.
This is Munkulunga ward of Bwanamkubwa constituency in Ndola. Previously, the people of this community depended on water from what they call the pit, which is about 8 kilometers away. Fortunately, Neocant Lime Limited, through the intervention of the area councillor, has donated this borehole at a cost of 32,000 kwacha.
We are lessening the issue of covering long distances to draw water. At least they can draw water just at the doorstep. But we thought of water is life. Let us first give people water. As you can see, the number of people drawing water here is evidence to you that there's a very big challenge whereby they need more boreholes.
Ndola Mayor Amon Chisenga was guest of honor at the handover ceremony.
It means a lot to people who have had water for a very long time. If you can see, this compound is an old compound, and this compound has not had water for a very long time. What has been happening here is people get water as far from some streams, but now this will be lessened. Our women, instead of traveling long distances to look for water, at least water will be found just in the community. We want to say thank you to the sponsors.
Area councillor explains how the situation was before.
The situation here has been pathetic, especially that people have been forced to go to the pits and draw water using drums and containers. This is the first phase I've started. I'm urging my people here, my wife, we work as a team. They should also come on board. When I say, can we come and work for this, they should always respond positively.
The gesture has elated residents.
Mombasa no kutuletera kwa menshi twalichula sana over 15 years chula kwa menshi ngeba totera sana kwenda batwali FVN aba neokanchira bena ngabatubikira ko tumapo tabakonangu tutatu
imwe mwandi twalichula sana ku menshi naba twakoresha namba kwa menshi nambala na chepa menshi kai tuli bengi wonse naba baleta mutapa kuno kwini so ni burefu for 17 hours 0 kutapa ko limbicho.
Going by people's concerns here, there is need to increase the number of water points so as to reduce the distance that people walk in search of the precious commodity. Frank Chingambo reporting from Munkulungo Ward of Bwanamkubwa constituency, Ndola.
Although being one of the fastest growing districts in Southern Province with rapid population growth and increased business activities, Choma Town still lacks infrastructure for conducive public toilets, thereby threatening the health of local business operators. But this situation will soon change as the local authority has embarked on the construction of ablution blocks in the central business area at a cost of 488,000 kwacha.
The council has a project going on, and the project is actually the construction of the public toilets in town. The project is pegged at 488,000 kwacha, and the contractor is actually a local contractor, and this is Tanasha Enterprises Limited. So far, we are happy with the works that they are doing, and we think or we expect them to be done by probably end of this month.
Traders in Choma are happy with this development, which has not only given them jobs, but also provided a facelift to their business area.
At least
This is not the only project the local authority is working on, as rehabilitation of the Choma Municipal Council administration block is also in progress.
Our office space is not enough. We have office spaces where people are occupying 3-4 sections, which is not the ideal situation. So we are hoping that at the end of this project, the council can have more office space, and this block should be able to accommodate about 10 sections, unlike before where people were sharing.
With this and other incoming development projects, Choma is soon expected to have high infrastructural standards befitting the provincial headquarters. Maybin Mwape, reporting for Zanis, Choma, Southern Province.
The Ministry of Health, in collaboration with its cooperating partners, has developed a national operation plan aimed at scaling up voluntary medical male circumcision in Zambia. In realizing this plan, the ministry in Mchinga province has targeted to circumcise 167,872 men by the year 2020. Mchinga Province Permanent Secretary Brighton Ondwe says for the assigned provincial target to be achieved, key stakeholders such as traditional leaders, among others, must be engaged in promoting male circumcision.
Your Royal Highnesses, ladies and gentlemen, the goal of male circumcision program in Zambia is to contribute to the reduction of the HIV evidence by scaling up VMMC to reach 90% of HIV negative men between the ages of 10 to 49, with a focus on those between 15 to 29 years by 2020.
And the Ministry of Health in the province has attributed the low response towards voluntary medical male circumcision to myths surrounding the practice, as it is a recently introduced practice in the province.
From our information as Ministry of Health, we know that Mchinga province is not traditionally a circumcising in northwestern province, where it is part of the culture and tradition of our colleagues there to conduct male circumcision. This is not the case for Mchinga. We have seen instances where people have not fully understood what this entails or the benefits that it comes with.
Meanwhile, traditional leaders expressed their concerns over the promotion of male circumcision and misconceptions surrounding it in a meeting meant to share basic information on VMMC.
And for this to be successful, you need to start from the grassroots. Let's train the village headmen. A chief alone cannot manage. We have, like in my chiefdom, over 200 village headmen. And if those people are trained, empower them.
As chiefs, our services should be on a social contract, because we also have very large chiefdoms. Tamuika ko budget that number outreach yamfumo ngalevo kutatsita. Imanga mlaisa, you always think about your per diem.
Bopelombanya reporting for Zanis News in Mpika Mchinga Province.
The advocacy for children and women's rights strengthens Zambia's society's will and institutional capacity to fulfill women and children's rights in the nation. Chikankata District or Southern Province have not been left out from this opportunity from government and non-governmental organizations' assistance in many areas of need. The Disaster Management and Mitigation Unit, DMMU, under the Office of the Vice President and the United Nations Population Fund Agency, was in the newly created district where they handed over kits to vulnerable women and girls in Nasenga and Namulundu wards in Chikankata. DMMU Southern Province Coordinator Edwin Peteli said the UNPA, through the Disaster Management and Mitigation Unit, DMMU, donated women kits worth thousands of kwacha to women and young girls. Among the women kits donated include chitenge materials, toiletries, and other sensitive hygiene clothing, all worth over 50,000 kwacha. Mr. Peteli said the DMMU, through the UNPA, decided to assist the vulnerable women and young girls in Chikankata district in order to improve their lives.
On behalf of government, to thank UNFPA for the gesture, because they have remembered our people, and because government alone cannot manage to support all the vulnerable communities, all the vulnerable women and girls.
And Chikankata District Commissioner Trevor Kayada praised the Office of the DMMU and UNPA for coming up with the assistance of the vulnerable women folk in the district.
Government to notice that there are people who are underprivileged and vulnerable in society. However, government every day that goes by is working tirelessly to ensure that the helpless and vulnerable in our communities are empowered to enable them lead decent and reputable life.
Meanwhile, Tabitha Kahota of Nasenga Ward in Chikankata District could not hide her appreciation for the donation, and this is what she had to say.
Kwalumba kumubona ndiswe jorwaja muhobo jatu swaya mubuzwa buno bwa Nansenga buno bujisija suja Nansenga tulomba utali mujindi jibola jigazumanane ali mugamutuye ya kujinda jindi kumwana kulija bola go festival andisega mutuye ya kuno kunansenga oti ko batyani bantu ko bala balo bamatumbu bala yanda into eyo.
Uplifting the living standards of the women and young girls in Zambia is one important gesture as it lessens the much suffering of the less privileged young girls and women in remote parts of the country. The donation by the UNPA should be emulated by all concerned stakeholders. Zanis reports in Chikankata District in Southern Province.